Ghanaians now try to, fake COVID results just because they want to extort $150 from these people. Anytime they just see a Nigerian in the airport, they detain them, they bring out fake COVID tests, saying they are positive when they are actually negative, just to extort them. Like, this is not the first time. It has been going on for a while. This is not the first person who has complained about this issue. Hello blessed, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra and this is Sandra's Joyful Space. You are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome once again. So guys, today's video, I just want to dive right in because a lot of things have just been going on. I've been hearing a lot of talk. Some people have even sent me messages and all that. At first I kind of, just wanted to just look and pass, like I didn't want to talk about it, but later on as things begin to unfold, I'm like, okay, I think I just have to talk about it. Like, since there are different speculations going on, I said let me just say what I have to say and what I've also gathered so far. So guys, just a few days ago there was news all over the internet that a popular Nigerian celebrity is being held in Ghana. Yeah, I think she's part of the just ended Big Brother Naija, like the one that ended this year. She's called Maria. So there was a lot being said on the internet that she's been held at the Ghana airport. They are extorting money from her. Even though her COVID test is negative, Ghanaians are holding her against her will. They are extorting money from her. What kind of rubbish? Are they thieves? Why are they doing this? Is it because she's Nigerian? That's what they always do to Nigerians. Anytime they just see a Nigerian in the airport, they detain them, they bring out fake COVID tests, saying they are positive when they are actually negative, just to extort them, just to punish them, just to do this, just to do that. Guys, it was a lot. The talk was a lot. I'm going to read the first person that tweeted about this, that said something about it. Was it a tweet or Instagram post? I don't know, but let me just read what she said. The Ghanaian authority are holding Maria against her will. This is sad. What is this? COVID extortion? These people are doing fake COVID results to keep Nigerians in quarantine and extort them. What is this mess? Keep her in a stinking hostel, even when the doctor confirmed she's COVID negative. Again, what is the essence of COVID-19 vaccine? So that was the tweet she put out, and people started to, just talk. What kind of rubbish is this? Why are Ghanaians doing this? They are fond of doing this. Anytime it starts to do with Nigerians, they just, take things top notch. They treat us so bad. They don't like us, and they don't know why Nigerians keep going there. What kind of nonsense? It was a lot. The celebrity involved, that means the Maria herself, she said, to say I am disappointed, upset, hurt, and humiliated by the system is an understatement. Please don't make me lose my cool. It won't be pretty, please. So that was what she wrote. And guys, I was just going through the comments and I was like, wow, is this really true? Like, Ghana, for come closer. Please, if you are sitting at the back, this is the time you come closer, because I have a question for you guys. Like, I want to know, is this really true? No. So before I even say anything or think anything, I decided to go online to first of all read about, the latest COVID-19 update in Ghana. What are the rules? What do they say and all that? So that I will understand where these authorities are coming from, where all these are coming from, because I really want to get what is going on. I went to their website to check everything and I saw this. COVID-19 remains a risk in Ghana. You may be quarantined or required to self-isolate with limited health services. So, COVID-19 is still a risk in Ghana. And here they have stated that you may be required to what? Be quarantined or to self-isolate. So it's not something that one person is just doing, or is the decision of one person to mistreat another person. So this is the rules in Ghana, the COVID-19 rules. And it applies to everybody, including Ghanaians. Yeah, including Ghanaians. If a Ghanaian is coming into Ghana and he or she tests positive, he or she has to be quarantined. Like, there's no two ways about it. You have to be quarantined. They're not going to say because you are Ghanaian and you are Nigerian, even though both of you are positive, you Ghanaian, you can go home and chill. You Nigerian, you'll be quarantined. I don't think so. So I begin to just ponder about it, because they were like, this is not the first time. It has been going on for a while. This is not the first person who has complained about this issue. Guys, with all my stay in Ghana, one thing I will let you know is, when it comes to Ghana law, like in Ghana, There is no one above the law in Ghana. Trust me. If you are a celebrity, be you the highest of highest celebrity, a commoner, whoever you are, like, you're not above the law. Ghana can arrest you if you go against the law. As far as you are committing a crime, as far as you do something wrong, you go against the law, or there is a rule in this case, like the COVID-19 rules that have been set down. There's nobody above it. You will face it. It's not anything to do with your country, your color, your sex, or whatever. If you are a male, you are a female, you are dark, you are fair, you are this, you are Chinese, you are Nigerian, you are Liberian, you are Sierra Leone, wherever you come from, whoever you are, you face the law. Even Ghanaians. Like, Ghanaians cannot even escape this. Look at the other time they arrested, is it Shatawale or what? Yeah, it was all over the news. He's a big time musician in Ghana, but he was not bigger than the law. He faced the law duly because he did something wrong. I even heard they also held Medica. Is it Medica they call him? Yeah, Medica. They also held him. So guys, this is not Jollof war. This is not my Jollof is better, my Jollof is not better. It's not everything you guys will take as an attack against you. Trust me, it's not an attack against you. It is not an attack. It is a law. Right now as we speak, there is a high rate of COVID cases. Like, even here in Germany, the laws have changed. Things are becoming more strict. We are even afraid of a lockdown. Like, we are scared that there is no lockdown. That's what we are just praying for. Things are increasing. Things are, getting out of hand again. So guys, what Ghana is doing is not something that is strange. It's the right thing. If you are positive, you have to be quarantined. That is what every country would do to protect their people. You don't expect them to see that you are positive and they say, oh, okay. Or even though you are positive, you can go. Bye. Just go. You don't expect them to do that. So when I read this news, I just felt like, because Nigerians already have this perception that Ghanaians hate them, so even if there is a law, and they will still say that it is because they hate us, it's just that it has been established. So there's nothing that Ghanaians will do that Nigerians will not read the other way. And also the same thing, there are some things Nigerians do that Ghanaians will also tempt some certain ways, and it's just that they're just being Nigerians. So guys, that is why in my last video I said that when you are coming to a country, clear your perception. Remove any negative perception you had. So, and because of this perception you have, you come into the country and you begin to say, oh, they hate me. It's because I'm Nigerian. They're telling me to quarantine. I am not positive. I am negative. Why should I do this? Why should I do that? Madam, is the law. Madam, nobody is against you. Please, whether you're Nigerian or whatever, nobody is against you. It is the law. It is the law. And in Ghana, no one is above the law. Nobody is above the law. So today she posted on her IG story. Yeah, that's very interesting. Let's read what she said. My heart beats. I heard you all were concerned about me. Thank you so much for all your kind messages. Unfortunately, I have tested positive to COVID-19. Did you hear that? I continue. But I can reassure you I am doing really well. I initially had a negative result from Dubai, less than 24 hours of coming into Ghana. Upon arrival into Ghana, I tested positive and was asked to quarantine. I got a different doctor that tested me negative again. We had so many back and forth results of positives and negatives. But unfortunately, I have tested positive. Please do not take COVID for granted and don't try to be as stubborn as myself always. Guys, I really have to, emphasize on that part, because actually, na stubbornness be that. Na stubbornness we will call her. Yes, I have been placed in the best possible care and receiving treatment. I will be in Ghana until I am fully recovered and tested negative. I love you all and cannot wait to get back to work. So that was what she wrote today, and I was like, you see, Washie, look at that too. No, just look at that. At the end of the day, she was positive. So they were not actually lying. So they were not actually trying to extort her. So when they were saying extort, I'm like, okay, extort for what? Like, why? Where is this extortion coming from? Then I remembered I got a message like 4 or 5 days ago. Someone was asking me, let me read the message to you guys. Sandra, how come the COVID tests for Ghana are $150? Yet for citizens is $50. So I begin to imagine, I'm like, oh, okay. Because, foreigners have to pay $150 for this COVID test. I think so. That's what the person is trying to say. And for Ghanaian citizens, it's just $50. So the extortion they're talking about is Ghanaians now try to, fake the result of this COVID test to say that, the foreigners are positive so they can pay the $150. You get what people are trying to say? Yeah, that is what they were trying to explain. That is where the extortion came from. So I'm like, how? Like, Why would they do that? If there's one thing I notice in Ghana is that Ghana is not really that country that, you know, the back door, they try to maneuver things, they try to do all this kind of, you know, krukere, all this kind of bem work. No. And Ghana airport are that. I've used that airport a lot of times. I know what I am saying. I've used that airport, I've used other airports. Please, Mepacho, this was too hard for me to swallow. That they will fake COVID results just because they want to extort $150 from these people. No, I don't think so. And even if you are positive or negative, you actually pay the money. But I think when you come out positive, you will not declare for another one. Like this lady was saying, there was a lot of a back and forth of the result, you know, positive, negative. So all these results, she has to pay. You get it? So anytime they do one, you pay. So that is where the extortion is coming from. So I understand the furiousness. I understand that she was furious because she did a test 24 hours ago and it was negative. But you should understand that this is a virus. It doesn't mean that because 24 hours ago you are negative, there's no COVID in your system. Because this thing takes time to show up in the result. That is when sometimes when someone tests positive around you, like a family member, they tell you to go and test. You might test negative and the next day or some few days later, you might test positive. Because that is the time that the virus has been detected. So don't assume that because you tested positive 2 days ago, 3 days ago, yesterday or whatever, you cannot test positive. Like, it doesn't work like that. And for the person asking me why like 150 for foreigners and 50 for Ghanaians, anyway, right from time in Ghana, like from my experience living in Ghana, there have always been like this, you know, benefit for citizens. And I think it's normal. That's their country. You don't expect them to, you know, give the same privilege they will give their people. They should also give you. My school fees then was higher than, you know, the Ghanaian student, which is very normal. Like, you don't expect to get the same privilege they get. That's their country. Like, I don't understand. So if they are saying as a foreigner, you should pay more and their citizens should pay less, their citizens are paying tax and like other things. So you can't come and compare yourself to them. I don't know if it makes sense. When I wanted to do my health insurance in Ghana, I had to pay more than Ghanaians. Yeah, but that is how it's supposed to be. Like, I don't know what else you guys might think about that, but for me, I just feel like the citizens are paying tax. It's their country, so they should have some privileges. So I don't even think twice about that. Like, now so it for just be. So I'm just here to tell you that if you are going to Ghana, just be rest assured that you are in good hands. Like, Ghanaians welcome visitors and they are not going to extort you. If they say you are positive, calm down. If you want to do the test again, you can ask them to do it again politely. And if you come out positive, please just stay in the quarantine. I hear they give them hostel, they feed them and everything. I'm not sure the place is like, you know, a place where you cannot feel comfortable. Yeah, it's not your home. I get it. But at least they will provide you the basic amenities you need. Please just try to stay there. It's for your own good and that of your family. When you are released now and you go into the society, you give this to your own friends, your families, and also people around. That's not the best. So just try to calm down and cooperate with them to make the job easy so we can all help to reduce the spread of this disease. Like, guys, I'm fed up of this disease already. I understand that everyone is frustrated, everyone is tired, everyone is fed up, but we cannot give up. Like, we cannot give up. So, guys, let us join hands together and help reduce this. So, my Nigerian brothers and sisters, more than not think say that they extort una. I don't think it's an extortion. You guys should just calm down. It's not anything against you. This is not Jollof war matter. This is COVID. It's real. It's a serious issue here. And please, I want you to comment down below. If you have traveled to Ghana recently, maybe you are a foreigner, what was your experience like? Do you feel like you were being extorted? Do you feel like maybe you were held against your will? Like, what was your experience like if you are a foreigner who went to Ghana recently? Whether Nigerian, whether Kenyan, whether Sierra Leone, Chinese, wherever you're coming from, just drop down in the comment section. What was your experience like and all that? I just want to know, guys. So, guys, I think I've said enough. If you have watched to this point, I say thank you, thank you, thank you. And if it's the first time you're coming across my face, across this channel, I said you are welcome, you are welcome, you are welcome. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell beside it so that you'll be notified anytime I post any new video. And to my returning subscribers, we for what? We for dance. My blessed people, eh? 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 Thank you for always coming back to watch your girl. Thank you for your love, your support. God bless you all and see you all in my next video. Bye.